Hello everyone. How's it going? We got the game already open, ready to go. The foreshadowing title. I'm really hoping that I don't jinx us today. Like I said in the title and in the going live thing, we haven't faced a siege cheater in a long time. Like, let me see actually. I can go see the last time I reported one. Might take me a second, but I actually don't even know how I'll find it. Actually, oh, here it is. 23 days ago was the last time I reported a cheater. The last time we faced a cheater that was worth reporting. Let me just get the YouTube stream up. Okay. YouTube stream is up. Give us the cats. Both the cats are sleeping downstairs on the couch with Annie. They don't like coming up here. Actually, that's not true. They like coming up here when Annie is asleep. And then I'm the only one up. Then they're like, maybe we'll go upstairs. Cause some ruckus. Also, is Twitter still down? I saw Twitter was down earlier, and I was worried that Siege was down because they both use AWS. Looks like it's back. Yeah, it looks like it's up. I'm a guy using dev chat. I don't know if I'd say Siege is fixed. The dev chat thing I learned is not actually a cheat. It's like a text abuse thing. So you can use Arabic symbols to push the chat or the dev chat thing to the front, and it looks like they have a dev tag when they don't. So it's not really a cheat. I thought it was a cheat, but it's not. I was in a free for all and I got shot through a hard wall. I feel like you might just be wrong. Only because I've been watching a lot of hacker replays, obviously, or match replays for hacker replay, and shooting through hard walls hasn't been a thing for a long time. Or at least I haven't gotten any reports of it. But then again, I don't watch the super blatant cheat, so maybe it is, and I just haven't seen it. Thanks for 10 months, Phoenix. Do I play any other games as well? I actually was playing Tarkov this morning before I went to the gym. Been getting back into it. Last night we played Stardew Valley. We started up a farm with a bunch of friends. Was playing a lot of Battlefield 6, but almost everyone stopped playing that, so. I lied to about UB. They do nothing to fix the matchmaking issues. Yesterday I had a full team of solo queue, and our team was a 5-stack of top 300 champs. I'm a peak plat with the voice chat, or our enemy team was a 5-stack. Peak plat with a voice chat bug, and I gave up. The matchmaking being like not squad based, I'll give you. But that also not to, not necessarily give them the benefit of the doubt, but the squad based thing could be based off of time of day and also like how long are you willing to wait for a match? Because that was actually a very big topic with content creators when we were talking about ways to improve ranked. I said, like, make longer matchmaking. I don't care as long as it's a good match. Other content creators said the max they'd be willing to wait for matches 3 to 4 minutes. and anything beyond that is unacceptable. Also, we're on European servers again. So, like, there's a lot of people who would complain more about it being too long a matchmaking rather than being unfair. So usually once you get to the point where it's just like, or you just said a 6-minute queue, usually around that point is when people start to complain, like, this is taking too long, I don't want to play anymore. So they'll just give you whatever match they can get. Personally, I would always rather have longer matchmaking than a bad match, but a lot of other people don't agree. Okay, once again, not slept, and I'll have to go to work in a bit. How do you just not sleep? Couldn't be me. I literally fell asleep in like 5 seconds yesterday. Ever tried playing Siege on East Asian servers or something? No, because then I would have like 300 ping. I ain't about that. Oh, there's the bird. Ubisoft just confirmed Freeze for All comes back this Wednesday. Did they just tweet it? I think that was genuinely one of the worst Christmas events ever, so I'm surprised they'd bring it back. That's the one where, like, some people have, or like everyone has different loadouts, right? Like, some people have Cali Sniper, some people have Boss G, right? Oh, he already walked in. Oh, our teammates are, like, all the way in off room. I thought they were holding this, like, mezzanine. Our Clash seems a little lost. We also, I don't think it was the Thunderbird who opened up the site wall. Actually, no, it must have been, because it's not an impact hole. It looks like it was a shotgun. Actually, I guess it could have been smoke. If only we didn't just let them have sight. Hi, Ben. We're banning Ash? Bruh. Ban a hard breacher or something. Alright, we're banning Ash. We ban Ash, they ban Clash. I'm trying to play different operators, because I do feel like I just play the same operators over and over and over again. Hey, he's back. Thanks for sub Dundosa. I don't know why, but that's smoke hard. Oh, it's the eyeshadow. I was like, why does smoke look weird? Then are we making the grand return to Marvel Rivals? A whole one person has told me that it's good, aka Jack. Since 2022, long-term supporter. Is that long-term now? That is almost 4 years. What's the cutoff for a long-term supporter? 'Cause I have viewers who've been around for like 8 years. I don't think they'd take kindly to someone else saying that they're a long-term supporter at 3 years. You know? Oh, because I was doing that for the bathtub strat. Oh my god, aim. True dedication. I mean dedication? We talking dickin'. Still one over here. Just peeked there as well. Breaking him below? This C4 Mew is crazy. It's because yesterday I was trying to do a strat where I hid in a bathtub with a bulletproof camera watching me, and then we ended stream after that. Calculating. Not there. Calculating. Fuck. He went upstairs. Who pinged that? He was in first floor. Bad ping from my teammate. Ooh, we actually almost lost there. Thanks for sub AKQ parse. Parse. I want to go bunks. I mean, I'm down. I'll go castle above, but I prefer that. What's on my entire lobby having like default everything? Default uniforms, skins, and card backgrounds. All these default Andes. Do I still play Battlefield 6? I haven't played Battlefield 6, I think in like 3 weeks now. It's been a while. Even my friends like Priest who like are trying to fully go into it haven't been playing it much, and they just delayed their new season by like a month, so yeah, a lot of stuff going down with Battlefield 6 right now. Because I think their season 2 was supposed to come out like soon, and now it's scheduled for mid-February, I think, while I'm at SI. When's the next modded R6 video? Thursday. Dropping it Thursday. Those videos do get released an hour later than usual because everyone else wants to have like a later upload time, but yeah, it should be Thursday, right after the day after Hacker Replay. Did they just go down blue? Mew just killed someone over there. I traded on that. I guess that's what happens when we have 80 ping. Damn European servers. Why we keep getting put here? When's the next RV there? Yeah, video. I have to edit it still, but it's supposed to go Monday. I've had a very off week in terms of work because I've been playing a lot of other games with friends, taking more time off, and then I also we took Monday. I was like supposed to play a lot of Tarkov and also edit all day, but then I forgot that we were gonna go see Annie's friend who just had a baby. Or not just, but recently enough had a baby, so we went to do that instead. And it was a nice day off, but didn't get a lot of work done. See, normally Scion, it's actually the opposite, where normally Battlefield launches horribly, and everyone, at least recently, is like, holy shit, this is so bad. And then after a few months or years, it gets better. At least recently, like, Battlefield 3 was their first one where it was like massive launch, everyone's super hyped, and it carried on. And then after that, like Battlefield 4, like all of the ones after that had horrible launches and then became good late. Just look at 2042. I'm gonna try something dumb. Isn't that what Cyberpunk went through, but it made a comeback? Yeah, I'd agree. So I could hear him on the right there. Need to stop holding angles. I have ping. What am I watching here? Ooh. Oh. Battlefield Hardline 2042 had horrible launches, then became good. Battlefield 3 and 4 had good launches, if I remember. No, Battlefield 4 was really bad. Battlefield 4 had one of the worst launches ever. It was completely unplayable on PC for like a month or two. That was the first Battlefield I was super hyped for after 3 because it came out right after. And I bought it on my PC. It was the first like FPS I got on my PC, and I couldn't even play it. Call of Duty unfortunately won't ever get back to Wonder One. Get back. It once has since Black Ops 2. I'm trying to parse together what that means, but I mean, COD has been bad for a long time. I don't know why anyone's surprised. I have to pull up the Battlefield life cycle chart again. Might have to. I miss Battlefield 3. I wish they just remastered it. They should have, like, or I don't know. I think, I already spoke about this before, but I think it says a lot about a game if their best maps are still maps that are like 15 years old, and they've, like, everyone still wants those old maps to come back. Last good COD was World War II. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills when it comes to which COD was good, because I swear, like, I got a free copy of World War II, and I was like, this is the worst COD I've ever played. And I swear everyone agreed, saying COD World War II was horrible. And then now everyone's like, hey, it was the best. Like, it was so good. I'm like, when? When did that happen? Any tips to get better at Siege? People claim that watching content creators helps them get better. I don't know how much validity there is to that, but I'm going to try watching more content to try to get better. I'm going to try to go for this pipe kill. I don't think it's possible, but I'll try it. I'm dolphin diving on trenches with shovels and getting so many kills. But when we realized the later CODs were just trash dressed up in smart clothes. Stream name Bader true. I don't even remember what I put it at. Oh no, that is true. The last cheater I faced was 3 weeks ago. Hope this hits it. I don't think I hit it. Nope. God, it takes so long to shoot it. What would be a faster way to destroy that? Ash Charge would take too long. Kali Lance takes too long. Failed experiment. That is unfortunate. Where's the camera? What? I hear them reinforcing upstairs. Oh, good thing they lost it all the way over here. I don't know where the last person is. Oh, the person was hiding somewhere else. I love getting brand new players on my team. It feels very fair. They could not have been. Let's see. Please ban Zim. I saw the one guy and he looked like he was frying a bit, but like they're all default skins, new accounts. That was literally his first game ever. And then Fadaba 2.6 KD. That was his first loss ever, apparently. Oh, it's because he only played 3 games. And then who was FW Vey? Also a new account, bro. I got all new players. I'm also going to restart my game because I did this yesterday where it put us on EU servers and then I changed one thing and it put us back on NA servers. So I'm going to try that again. Thanks for sub Makovich FNN and Christian 214. What was it? Oh yeah. Okay, let me try resetting this. Let me see if that puts us back on NA servers. Spaghetti code game compra. I think it could be servers being down, but I don't think so. Ugliest headphones ever. You can just say you're jealous. That's perfectly fine. Also, according to the Ubisoft website, there are 0 issues going on right now, which I doubt. Okay, game's been back up. When did I do the bathtub strat? That wasn't just yesterday, right? I feel like it was on the 14th where I did it and I got killed by that bullshit smoke. It was this one. I'm gonna make that my tweet for today. Okay. How do I change the order of this? Oh my god, what did I just do? Oh my god, fuck. Have to retake the screenshots. Let me quickly take them again. Alright. Now I tweeted them live. Is it normal for YouTube not to recommend me your videos? I have to manually go to your channel to watch them. I think it all depends on what you sign up for with notifications and stuff. I honestly don't know how it works. I don't really use YouTube much anymore. To be honest, no one knows how to play Lair. There's a difference of not knowing how to play a map and just being dumb and running it across the other side of the map, losing diffuser, and just accepting your fate. Have I played Tarkov since 1.0? I mean, this is the first time I played it since 1.0 came out. I just started playing it like Monday, Tuesday. Anybody use YouTube Music with Spotify raising their prices again? I might want to swap to YouTube Premium / Music Bundle. So one thing I didn't know is that different services have different artists. Like some artists are not available on every service because they'll like have exclusive rights or whatever, which is insane to me. I missed it. Oh, are you saying like if I made content? I have not made content in it. Also, the one feature that I always see people roast YouTube for, Ben, which I don't know if it's just a YouTube Premium thing or YouTube Music or what, I don't know. But there was like, you can close your phone and the audio will keep playing. And people are like, that's literally a feature in every other app ever. And they're like, yeah, but if you pay for it with YouTube, you get it. It's like, no one cares. What do I do to win more matches? Ranked solo queue, constantly being top frag with 8 to 14 kills. My team have like 4 kills across all of them. How do I get out of this? I feel like you asked me the exact same question like 2 days ago. The YouTube bundle's $13.99. Is it actually? I think I pay more than that just for YouTube Premium, but I'm Canadian, so I have Canadian prices. I pay $12.99 a month for individual premium. Does that come with YouTube Music? I don't even know how it works. Oh, wait, does YouTube Premium come with YouTube Music? It's not Twitch for someone putting you on the background while I play Siege. Wanted to give you a shout first. Such a genuine content creator, but I gotta say you were wrong on COD World War II. It was fire from the start. Again, I'm not like I'm not deep into COD, but I swear everyone just hated it. But maybe I'm wrong. I want to do more of it, Shen, but Priest is like, I'll play it if you guys really want me to. And I have no idea what happened to Evan. I messaged him yesterday and he hasn't responded. He's just been MIA for like 2-3 weeks, so oh, maybe he's on vacation. I know he does this all the time where he'll just randomly go on vacation. I'm just like, oh, okay, bye. I paid $23 a month for 5 people to get YouTube Premium. So I don't know how it's different, if it is different. Maybe people just want separate accounts. So me and Annie share a YouTube Premium account because she just made, like, on my YouTube account, I have all my channels. She just uses her own channel underneath my account, and she has YouTube Premium. So we just pay for the individual price and not the family price. So we pay a way cheaper price. It's like half the price for both of us instead of paying for a family one. So it's like you just make an account and then you turn it into a channel and then you make a bunch of other channels under that account and all of them get YouTube Premium. Which for me, like obviously I wouldn't like add people to it because then they have access to all of my YouTube stuff. Wouldn't want that. Um, but like if you're a family, I feel like you just get everyone on the same account. Oh, really? Freckle? I didn't even know they did that. Again, I don't watch much YouTube, so. Ever played in a pro team? No. Great Glaze on UB, by the way. Quick info, cute, high elo ranked. You will change your stream title after the first game. You know, yesterday I played ranked, what was it? 4 matches? 3 matches? Not a single cheater. I got a lot of high ranked champs, but no cheaters. Also, I love when people are always like, well, you're not playing high ranked elo. You don't know what you're talking about. Bro, first off, whenever I do play ranked, it is high ranked elo because the game forces me into champ for some reason. Second off, even when like cheats are at their normal level of how bad they are, which people claim is still the same in high level ranked, unranked still you face a lot of cheaters. I still face normally when cheaters are bad, I would face a cheater every day in unranked, which is better than ranked where you face one every match, but you'd still face cheaters pretty consistently in unranked. Even then, still no cheaters. Where's God Gamer Game Addict? He's only ever on weekends because he works a normal job. And where's the 4 times XP? I think it starts today, doesn't it? I swear it was supposed to start at a later date. Yeah, it started today. I got nothing. I mean, are you paying attention to it? It's Battle Pass XP, remember that, not like normal XP. I hear Bagel crying downstairs. If you're a student, you get the student discount for Apple Music and they include Apple TV. I've heard so many good things about Apple TV shows. And we watched Severance, which was really good, but I just don't want to pay for another subscription. We barely pay for any to begin with. I don't want to pay more. I also told Annie, I was like, we should just cancel our Netflix. Like, it's not worth it. And she was like, over my dead body. Okay. Am I going to Paris? I am. We actually just booked our flights last night. All the content watching live for the first time. Welcome, Donald. You know what was the weirdest thing I've seen, Ben, for discounts? Was when I went to go get my new phone plan. Um, I was at the like store talking to them about, what plans they can offer me as a new customer. And someone else came in. He's like, hey, I want to get this plan that you're advertising. And they're like, oh, we only give that plan to people who work for certain companies. I was just like eavesdropping the entire time. I'm like, why? First off, why would you advertise a plan that's only available if you're employed by certain companies? And second off, why is it limited to people who work for certain companies? And then she's like, so where do you work? And he told her, and she's like, I have no idea what company that is. She's like, but I'll put in the email and see if it's valid. And then you had to have like a valid email from these companies, and you could get an insane deal, which for Canada is, or I'm sure for the US or Europe, you guys would be like, that's a pretty expensive deal. But in Canada, it was really cheap. It was like $35 a month for unlimited, or like basically unlimited data in Canada, US, and Mexico, and talk and text. I'm like, why the fuck is this limited to specific companies? Normally, for the student stuff, I get because give students a deal and then they'll be customers forever. But like, why company? I've heard discounts for working at certain places, but advertise. Yeah, it was literally like outside the store. It was a big sign that said, "Here's our huge plan. Like, come in to get the plan." And it's like, but it's only available for certain companies. That's so weird. Is she watching Stranger Things season 5? She hasn't even watched it yet. I think she maybe watched one episode. Apple TV has one good show every 6 months. It feels like Severance, and then Pluribus was super good. I've heard really good things about Pluribus, but I also like the thing with Apple TV. It seems like I could be wrong. It seems like they only release, or like their seasons are very spread out. I'm sure it all depends on who the director and production company is, but like Severance is like 3 years apart per season. Um, I don't know about the Pluribus show. I know that's a Vince Gilligan show. Or Gilligan, whatever his last name is. But like I swear all the shows I've heard about on Apple TV, it's like, oh yeah, next season's gonna come out in 5 years. Pay 33 quid a month for unlimited data, text, calls, and that has been the same for 9 years. And I've had 5 different phones in that time. Is that unlimited data, text, and calls no matter where you are? Because the big thing with Canada, first off, our phone plans used to be crazy expensive. I remember the best deal I ever had, and they tried so long to get me off of this plan that I just like would fight it for so long. My good deal was 60 Canadian a month for 5 gigs of data a month. And then I had unlimited talk and text after 7 p.m. But like the texting, I had such a high limit outside of 7 p.m. hours that it was like basically unlimited. And if I called outside of my city, it was considered long distance. But the 5 gigs for $60 was considered so good that anytime I would call, they'd be like, oh, like we have so many plans to offer you. Like you should get off that plan. I was like, no, I'm not leaving this plan. Only recently have they started actually offering a good amount of data. And now I just got a new plan, which was 30 or 40 a month for not unlimited data, but it's like 100 gigs of data a month. Yeah, Amy, I know it's like usually like 100 or 200 gigs, and then after that you get throttled. But here it's like if you go over, you just straight up have to pay an insane amount of money. You said yours was only in the UK and France randomly. So roaming is where they really get us in Canada if you roam on your plan. If I go to Europe, actually even before this, on my old plan, if I went to the States, I had to pay $14 a day to roam. So that's when I started using eSIMs. US is a shithole for many reasons, but the one thing I'll give them is their data plans are really, really good, or their phone plans. Like I know,
Thank you.
My friend who lived in Seattle still has his US data plan or phone plan because it's just that good. He's like, I'm never leaving it. And they always call him being like, hey, we noticed you've been in Canada for like a few months. You know you're not supposed to use roaming like all the time, and he's just like, oh yeah, like I'm just staying with family for a bit, so he'll turn it off and then he'll turn it back on later.
Scientifically, you encounter at least 3 Wordle cheaters every attempt. Varsity scream the horror.
Thanks for the 44 months, Darkly. Encounter 3 Wordle cheaters every attempt. People wouldn't cheat in Wordle on the Discord, surely. Why is it saying something's close to me?
They're drawing out a hatch on main bulk. I have a default cam, I'll watch it for you.
In cigar.
True.
True.
Still in cigar, taking bar.
Yep.
Two in cigar, at least two cigar. One pillar on one ping. Two pillar.
How many shots do I have to hit on Gridlock for her to die here?
Alright, another one drop pillar, one in cigar, pushing up.
That was 5 shots. I just
Last
counted them.
by pillar, one's pushing up towards bar, one's sitting pillar, watching angle. Pushing up, both of them pushing up.
5 shots with the LMG.
One swing you, standing up. He's holding the angle.
So upset.
One going cigar.
Here's one in the door.
Good try.
Nice try.
Bro, I genuinely don't know how the LMG does not kill her there. I'm at a loss for words. Maybe I'll never do it again. Or never use it.
I actually got fucked over. My game tabbed out right as the drone like red pinged me, so I didn't see the notification that they saw me on the run out. And then once I tabbed back in, like the notification was gone for the ping, so then I just ran out into a fucking crosshair. That was really cool.
This guy's very chatty for being a solo queue.
What water do you drink?
I like Pure Life.
Okay, that's a good option.
Yeah, Pure Life. Maybe this is a hot take. I'm not crazy about Eska per se.
Tap water, bro, you're crazy.
Bro, the thing with Eska is like if I drink Eska when I have a headache, it makes me nauseous. Specifically Eska.
That's got to be like genetics or something.
I think so. I don't know, man.
Yeah, for Wordle today, I should have got it way sooner, but I was just like, I don't want to waste.
It's well, I mean,
or not waste, but I was just like, I don't want to. I can't think with them talking so much.
Yep, exactly.
I was like, okay, why didn't I get?
Pure Life is like my go-to if I had to reach for one. It's like, but also like, I don't know why Pure Life is not like proper water, but I like the Knoll brand water. You know, that President's Choice or whatever.
President's Choice. He's in Canada and he's drinking bottled water.
That liquid death, the still mountain water. That shit's.
That's so like dumb though, isn't it? Like, can we get a roti for bathroom?
Same thing, but it's pretty good.
Oh no, I'm sure it's like pretty decent, but just like I don't know. Wouldn't have me drinking that slop. I'll tell you what.
I can't remember what I was talking
I have
about.
A more refined palate, if you will. Last time, did they just like rip it from cigar? Or, like, where did they come from exactly?
That is half outside.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I just got sprayed through a fucking window randomly. That's cool.
Okay, what's wrong with Canada? Nothing. Canada's amazing.
Jumped in red. In cigar. 2. Last red. Another one.
Oh, my
Pillar,
teammate didn't kill Gridlock. Was she behind the pillar?
One cigar.
No, she went. Oh, he just didn't swing. We were both swinging her at the same time, but Bandit did not commit to it.
Last cigar. Oh.
Yeah.
Nice try.
I lost all my health from getting fucking randomly shot through a window in piano.
You know, what would have been nice is if he just swung the Gridlock with me and we both killed her.
Do we just like ban ram go kitchen?
Yeah.
Alright, before we... I'm not going to go mute, but I'm going to swap the C4 back. I keep forgetting to do that. I miss the Battlefield Varsity. It's just no one's playing it anymore, and I want to play games that everyone else is playing. I do want to play more Hell Let Loose, but I do think getting a squad of people to play with me is going to be hard. Kit's like the only one who actually wants to play. I don't think the new voice moderation is fair for solo queue players that use curse words. So, I'm a solo queue player as well. The thing that confuses me when people say that is like, I don't, like, what are you swearing about in voice chat? Like, I feel like I've never sworn in, like, game voice chat. Not saying you can't, but I'm like, how are you getting flagged so much? I'm just like, someone pisses me off or something, I just talk to myself. Oh, we've reinforced that. Save the extra castle maybe for sight if I fall back. I'm immune to in-game voice chat because I'm mute. Now the real question is, Amy, are you mute or is it because you're a girl and you get harassed?
They're opening my small bake. Okay, they just grim jackaled me all in like the span of 3 seconds. What the fuck?
Oh, sure. Holy smoke. Unfortunate. Oh. That was like a insanely perfect free fire. The millisecond my head appeared, it was taken off. I'm gonna be cautious, just because I think I might have jinxed myself. A long time account. Like a very long time account. That was still an absolutely insane pre-fire. Also, my teammate apparently just clutching up like crazy right now.
My bad.
Hey, he was close to clutching.
It was a great try.
I wonder if he just... I guess maybe he just got lucky on the timing. He's just like, I think he's gonna peek now, and then he shot as I peeked. Trying to think of what I can do that's different than usual, because I feel like I always have the same 3 plays on this map. It's either ram rush the window, armor rush the hatch, or I guess Brava on the roof. Those are my 3 plays. Play 0. I never play 0. Wordle was so easy. It's always the easy words that make me question it the most. Because I'm like, there's no way it's this easy. I do something more complicated and then nothing. You have aphasia. I've never heard the term aphasia before. Language disorder from brain damage, often stroke or injury that impairs speaking, understanding, reading, or writing, but not intelligence, affecting daily communication. But I assume it's not all of them, because you are clearly reading and writing in chat perfectly fine and understanding perfectly fine. So it's just speaking? Interesting.
Orcs first floor.
Hi, Josh. Also, I saw someone talk about this, how Zero holds his pistol like really slanted. Bothers me. Oh. Everyone's dying. Oh, I can't see them. I know they're down there, but I can't see them. Oh. Chat, it might be over. Peek me. They won't peek me. They're too disciplined. I heard the prone here, but I also heard the guy on the cross. I thought he was on the other balcony. He was below on reading. Well, chat. That was awful. Our team was so chatty, and then when we started losing more and more, they got chatted less and less. They were not having it. Title's cap, you just don't know yet. So, I've talked about this before, but I feel like when a lot of people get upset that I say I don't face cheaters, they're like, you just don't know it, like you don't understand. Not saying you're saying that, but other people do. There's a pretty big chance that a lot of people who think they face a lot of cheaters are actually just not facing cheaters, and they just assume anyone who beats them is cheating. It's always like, oh, I face cheaters all the time. It's like, do you? Or do you just accuse everyone of cheating? No, I basically swapped teams. I got Know Your Girth, I think. Maybe he was on our team. Exelios is on the enemy team. I feel like Wordle, do you also like GeoGuessr? I think those are way different. I don't do GeoGuessr. Should I play with raw inputs on or off? On. It basically stops your mouse and keyboard inputs from going through your software, so it'll be faster. I think like 80% of accusations of cheats are just skill issues. I agree. Yeah, I know, Amy. What do I do? We'll try a nook up main stairs. I assume BlackRock that for the foreseeable future with Siege, they'll continue to do one new op, one reworked op, back and forth, back and forth. For some reason, it was a free purchase. On what? Is that a real or sarcasm? I haven't been following Siege. It's real for me. My last report for a cheater was 23 days ago. I haven't played ranked a lot, but again, normally even if cheating is normal, you still face cheaters in unranked. There will be a lot of unranked cheaters because they're just leveling up accounts. That's always been a thing. That'll continue to be a thing. They're not only ever going to be in ranked. That's just, again, usually when cheating is bad enough in ranked that it's like every other match, then in unranked it's every day you'll face one cheater. Minimum. Like the best was free. But I asked on what platform though. You just said it was free. Or is it just free everywhere no matter what? I don't even know what Dying Light the best is. If Solus is watching on her gadget, she'll see me. Oh, she's dead. Left. Well, one was down. Didn't see him get docked. I don't think. I'm sure if it's free on PC, but for me it was... Oh, on Xbox. Gotcha. They'll just code the game to have RCQ and cheater free matches so the game looks like it's free of cheaters. So real and true. Someone hits it, does it kill them? It does. So far I'm not seeing anything crazy on Girth with how he killed me, so I assume he probably got either lucky or just heard me walking and pre-fired me.
Going up lobby stairs. I tried.
Maybe instead of pushing the mute on the desk, I should have pushed meeting and just killed, I think, all three of them. All three of the other people were in there. That's okay. Gridlock ban? You didn't even get a kill. That's... okay. You know, we won't judge. We listen and we don't judge. Also, I'm gonna just say it at this point. I feel like Josh is cheating at Wordle. First Little Josh and now Big Josh. We do community Wordle. And I don't think Josh has gotten it in more than 3 for like 2 weeks now. It's always 3 or less. Today he got it in 2. That's what I said. Josh, you cheater. Josh, what was your worst Wordle and when was it? Recently. Because again, I don't think I've seen you get in less than or more than 3. I speak English. 5 not long ago. Are we believing that? Also, damn, they have literally everything to counter any type of server push and plan, but we'll do our best. Butter, I'll have you rest assured that Ubisoft does not do that. Actually, no games do that. They do not have whitelisted accounts for matchmaking. Ooh. Unfortunate, Hibana missed her shots. I mean, that's a wasted C4. Which I just like ping pong back at her. Right. Or him. He's warning. There's still 2 or 1 more now in here. Or not? Oh. He must have backed up. I don't think I'm going to be able to play here. Just kidding. Not a good angle for me to hold. Whew. We actually managed to claw that back. Okay. Also just found out that I was not recording any of that. Let's go. Dub. I'll have to go back and clip that. That was actually good. Was that a 3K? I don't think we should be banning Tachanka of all people. Mm, 6-second ad from Idolodin. Also, they banned Osa. Dub. Always good when you're an impactful operator that is fringe, and they ban the operator because of that. I mean, we banned Tachanka, so guess it's the same. They go Echo. I'm gonna go Brava and hack the drones. What was interesting, I might have to go back and watch it, was they had an Echo drone and he like went into the room. I heard him stick to the ceiling and then he just didn't hit me. Me looking at Josh cheating. I'm happy I'm not the only one who thought this. This is just like when we found out that little Josh was cheating in Wordle, and then everyone was like, I said it. Like, I called this. We knew he was cheating. I never play Sledge? That's definitely not true. Let's see. Where does Sledge lie on my played operators? Operators. Sledge is in my like top 10-ish. Maybe like number 12. Was the C4 short? Or does Osa shield block that much? All shields will block like majority of damage from a C4. You just have to face directly at the C4. Oh. Is this gonna hit anyone? I don't think so. Oh my god. Ooh, I see it. I just hacked his yokai. Oh, it would have been so cool if I could have used the yokai to deny plant, but I just absolutely... They were going to deny it and then die anyways, but I helped deny his denial. Didn't know you were qualifying for SI, but that's good. Exelios was so nice last game, and now he's just talking shit in text chat. I'm trying to, you know, soften the aggression going on right now, but everyone is real pissed. They're so angry with each other. How do you not get tired after 3 games of Siege? I usually get tired after about the 2.5 hour mark, which is about 5 games. Then I'm like, alright, I could end soon. They're actually in the text chat, they're complaining about my Osa round, saying that we went shield 2 rounds in a row. I don't know if I'd really ever consider Osa a shield, given that she is completely helpless and the easiest shield to counter. They just didn't counter me. I don't think I'll ever use this, but I'm going to set it here just in case. Takes 3 naps a day. Hey, I took a good long nap the other day, and I haven't taken a nap since. Rosa can't shield bash? Nope, and she can't shoot. She is literally a helpless shield. And Warden just had to land 1 or 2 shots on my toes. He just couldn't. Oh, BBL lover. Could not take the Cali. Shit, this blocked my screen. Didn't expect them to find the shell that late. I thought they would walk by it. Hey, team. Any cheaters yet? Nope. We had one death that I was like, what the hell? But he's on my team now and he seems fine. I think he just got a lucky pre-fire. Does Thunderbird heal Scopos? No. Scopos cannot heal herself out. Or themselves? The robots? I don't know. They can't heal at all. Shield up, crazy. Scopos the shield up. I know I'm trying to play different people. Actually, no, I'm going to go to Chanka. What am I saying? This is literally the origin of when I want to start playing Chanka again is for the plant denial. Does the game actually feel fun to play again? I'm having fun. I know people will always say, well, it's because it's your job. You're paid to have fun. But I'm like, guys, if I genuinely was hating Siege and did not enjoy playing it, I would not keep playing it. I know there's a lot of creators out there who hate this game, like despise it, and they still force themselves to play because it's their job, but I would not do that. I wouldn't be able to bring myself to that. If I was genuinely just like, no, I'm not having fun and I don't want to play this anymore, I would just stop playing. I've already made my money. I'm gonna reinforce off garage so I just don't get shot while prone. Think of the few, yeah. A lot of creators don't like this game, but I still enjoy it. It's most fun with friends. If I had friends to play Siege with every single day, I don't think I would ever get bored. So when I see other creators play with people and they still hate the game, I'm like, how? It's literally the most fun with friends. Yep. Garage. That actually made me jump. Oh my. I just jumped in there. He survived 2 shots? I feel like my LMG shots are just not connecting. Bro, that guy ran right past. He did try to get in there. Now they'll probably ban Tachanka. Mmm. What's my favorite snack to have while sieging? I don't like snacking while gaming in general, but especially for siege, no. The only reason I eat lunch during stream is because I used to just eat after stream, but then me and Annie would have like very different eating schedules. I wouldn't get hungry until like 8. She'd be hungry at 5, so it was just easier if we started eating together. And also, now that I've been going to the gym a lot more, I get hungrier. I can't wait till after stream. It's Priest's excuse for not coming on, kids. I mean, yeah, he takes care of his kids during the day. He can't play. His one kid is like 5 months old. It's just so you can write the food off. You actually don't. Probably could. But I'll just eat so I don't die on stream. Remember, I'd always finish stream and be like, I'm starving. I need food like right now. If I get the mic book fixed. I did. It just started working randomly. I think we're gonna just do the same thing. It was a good call on not reinforcing it this time so that we can kill them if they push up. I just heard them punch barbed wire. Must have been from the hatch. Thought for a second it was my teammate above, but no, it was the Grim. Scopeless, you had one job. It was to hold hatches and just let them plant front. No way. Bro, how do people keep getting away with this? Just swapping in front of everyone? Where are you running? You have to go push site. Like, he knows where they planted. He killed the planter. Why is he running away? Was that a Cronus? Thanks for 100 bits from Avro. Executive producer in the Tom Clancy's Division franchise that Ubisoft leaves to join Battlefield 6. Wouldn't that be bad for Battlefield 6? Striker 100% got a macro. That's what I assumed. It's technically a cheat, but I would not count that as like a, oh, it ruins my 3-week streak of no cheaters. Epsilon. It's also because in unranked, the matchmaking isn't as strict. So you could be like a plat and unranked, but you could still face diamonds. Because it'll be like, who cares? It's unranked. Was Division 2 good? I played it a little bit. It just got so complicated with the whole like tiers and worlds. It was like, oh, you want armor from World 5, Tier 5. I'm like, what does this mean? I don't get it. Now, obviously, that's like partly on me because like I could just learn, but it's just like why would I bother learning that? I don't know. How many things block that camera? How uncanny do folks I was living in DC. You remember that you said you wanted to go find your exact residence. Jump into square, but I feel like I might die doing this. Especially if they have someone in main lobby. I can't turn enough to shoot him. Oh my god. I've never been scammed so hard by the game. It wouldn't let me turn. He wasn't there. My teammate's call out was bruh, so I had to go off that. He has an EMP launcher. That looked like a controller as well, but I don't think it was. Is it possible I live in the Richmond area in BC? I live in Ontario. I do not live in BC. BC looks very nice, but I am not there.
I just love dicks, bro.
Thanks for 3 months, idiotic samurai. Oh yeah, OG squid. Well, last night and the night before, it was real bad. Not so bad that you can't leave the house, but people are just so stupid on the road. Like, I drove to the gym this morning, and the roads were pretty bad. Like, you have to drive like 30 under the speed limit. But like, people are so dumb. Like, there were people turning at lights, going like 30 kilometers an hour, and skidding like crazy and almost crashing. I'm like, just take it slow. Go like 10 kilometers an hour around the corner. Even when I was on the way back, I had to go like on this downhill part. And I went like 20 kilometers an hour when the speed limit is 60. I was like, I am not going fast. And then I had to brake, and I could barely brake. Like, my brakes weren't working. I'm like, why the fuck are people going like 60 down this road? Do you think Deimos would be too good or OP with the M4? Probably. M4 is a really good gun. I like how you tried to say that his teammate's console. I'm like, yes, that is the point. He is Cronus on console. Could freeze himself. Oh, or jump out. I'm not crazy, right? Like, the urgent key definitely had Cronus. I don't think I'm crazy. Also, I'm noticing, holy shit, I got 13,000 battle pass points from one game. Jesus. Let's see. I think if we'll see a Cronus, we'll see it for sure in the last round, but that striker with silencer, and literally the gun didn't move 1 millimeter. Yeah, I don't know about that. Which I can't even remember what round that was. I think round 5? He's trying to tell me that that is default recoil control. The gun didn't move. What? He's on console stacking with him. The gun doesn't move. That is not console recoil, though. Unless... I mean, we'll see his account. If he's a top 100... I mean, if top 100 champ, they're probably cheating anyways. In general. That's just console. The gun doesn't move. On console, you'll see the gun jiggle. That's how that works. Even good recoil, it still jiggles. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. It'll probably take a minute for me to... Actually, oh no, here it is. So, he has that level of recoil control, but he doesn't play ever. He hasn't played really consistently in like over a year. Or has he been forced onto PC now? No, he barely plays PC. That level of recoil control without having played in like a year and a half is... I don't know about that. Played a little bit there. Did not play for the last 2 seasons. I don't know about that. I don't know if I believe that. I'm no console expert because I don't play console a lot. But that looked exactly like every Cronus clip I've ever seen. Might just be locked in. Some people just feel it. I've seen high ranks controller recoil though, and it still jiggles. The gun didn't jiggle. It literally just stayed completely flat. Maybe it's cross. True. That cross year 1 buck recoil control. What a great meme. I gave you his main account. You just didn't look at it. I'm sure I just chose not to look at it. Oh, because your message was deleted by Nightbot. People will always defend people on console, but I've seen console recoil control at champ level. Also, he still barely plays. Actually, that's his PC. No, even on console, he still barely plays. So if this is his main account, he hasn't played like at all for this season or last season, really. On PC, he's played more, but 94 matches. I'm not sold. I'm not sold. I just think he would play more if he had Cronus. Why do that and not play? Cronus works for a lot of different games. I'm not saying that someone... Or, I mean, I guess if you have Cronus, you probably use it for every game. But it's not crazy to be like having a Cronus and be like, I'm going to play Apex. I know Apex is a huge Cronus issue. It's a Smurf. It being a different account doesn't change the fact that the gun literally didn't move. It's exactly the same reason why, if you look at a pro player on PC, where they have more control, but also more recoil, their gun still jiggles. No matter what, the gun will always jiggle. If we want to go look at an example, this is from yesterday. This is when we played against Snake, who is a pro player in Siege and was champ. Where is he? Just watch when he shoots. Even with a one-time scope, watch when he shoots. Oh, that's also the other thing, was that the console player was using a magnified scope with absolutely 0 recoil. But then you watch like a pro player, who literally does his job. He frags out all the time. And the gun will still jiggle. I got killed for a while. Hold on. Did you see that? When he shot there and how the gun moved? Even with really good recoil control on a one-time scope, it still jiggles. See that? See how it moves? That's what normal recoil control looks like at a professional level. not perfectly still on a magnified scope with a gun that has very high recoil. People can argue all they want, but guns move. They jiggle. Just because a verified count said he wasn't doesn't mean anything. Also true. I was using this story. It's a really old story now. But I'm 90% sure it was Skittles, where I think it was him or it was someone else. It was another content creator at the time, maybe. We posted on the subreddit being like, "My friend got banned for no reason. Can he be unbanned?" And then the devs pulled out logs from like the last few weeks where he was being like blatantly racist and telling people to like kill themselves and stuff. And then he's like, "Yeah, I was wrong. He is not innocent. He very much did it wrong." But like they'll just tell friends like, "No, I would never cheat." This is why YouTube chat is better than Twitch chat. No cheat defenders here. True. Excelios is in my lobby again. He's the only one. Are pistols useful anymore on anyone that isn't a shield? I mean, useful in what sense though? Like, you should never be using a pistol as like a primary or anything. Also, we can always put the issue to rest. I'll just post a clip of his recoil control on Twitter, and we'll just let the community decide whether it's Cronus or legit. I am no console player, so I'm not an expert on great recoil control, but when I don't see a gun move in the slightest bit, I have my doubts. Worse than cheating is people chewing with their mouth open. Luckily, I'm not chewing with my mouth open. I chew with it closed. I just talk sometimes with my mouth full. It's very different. I only have one more bite. Oh. We'll just push right in. Oh, our warden's downstairs. I saw he was on the other side of the map. I didn't think he went downstairs. Oof. I may just die to that. That's rough. Can't say I've not seen a cheater. He's in the past week or two from lower rank. Yeah, right, Tuna. Like Zim, all the console cheats are still very prevalent. But my title is about PC for me. Yeah, no cheaters. The issue with console cheats is that they'll always be a thing. I don't think we'll ever live in a world where console cheats are gone. Because it's too easy.
I just love decks, bro.
Actually, okay.
Thanks for
There's
all the
one thing
entertaining
console
content.
could do to fix cheating in general, for like Zim, Chronos, strike packs, all those things.
I just love Dex, bro.
It would piss off a lot of people and ruin some markets, but the way to fix it is that you can only plug in first-party hardware, no third-party hardware anymore. So make it where it's like you can only plug in authorized PlayStation and Xbox controllers. No more scuff controllers, no more mad rats, what is it called? Mad cats? That stuff. Like, you have to use official first-party hardware. Then, you know, you'd probably be fine. But is that ever gonna happen? No. And like, Ubisoft has tried to do some good with the whole like Sim situation. You know, they have mousetrap stuff like that, but unfortunately, at the end of the day, as with cheating with anything, like whether it's PC cheating, console cheating, it's always a race, or not a race against the clock, but like it's a game of cat and mouse. Oh my god, I didn't even hit the drone. Anti-cheat developers can only do so much, and then once they do like whatever fix they think might work, then you have cheat developers who will just immediately counter it, and then it's back to square one with the anti-cheat. Thanks for the 4 months from JP. Also, I missed 2 other subs. Pizza, Gummy, and the Bean Seller. Thank you for the subs. That still wouldn't stop it, just make it more difficult. I mean, assuming that PlayStation and Xbox would be able to have a proper verification system that couldn't be spoofed, it would stop it. Because how would you possibly use Zim, Chronos, Strike Packs, whatever, on a system that checks to make sure it's a DualShock controller or a Xbox controller or whatever? They're slowly droning out and pushing this side of the map. I was seeing that was barricaded. It's just the shadow of the lighting, I guess. Oh, fuck. Fuck. I'm stuck in the corner. Couldn't crouch either because I think I was too deep in the corner. Well, they have no time. Surely we win off of them just running out of time here. And they can't even get in. They fucked up. I didn't even realize they fucked it up. I could have just hid. I thought they actually got the wall open. If I had known they fucked it up, I would have just never swung to throw the smoke. That was 2.5 minutes of nothing. People always find a way to cheat instead of just playing the game. If console companies made you use first-party devices, people will just find ways to bypass it. All depends on the security of it, right? Why are we banning Twitch? What? Because, like, what is it? I think John Deere does it, where the system does a check, and if you use third-party hardware, it just bricks the system. So you can't, like, get it third-party fixed. Something like that. Because, like, the easy fix would obviously be, like, the company makes the controllers, like Microsoft, Sony, whatever, they make the controllers, and the controllers have, like, a chip in it that connects to the console, which connects to the internet, and verifies that it is a proper, like, hardware or whatever. And it has to, like, do some checks with the controller to make sure that there's no third-party inputs. Obviously, way more complicated than I'm making it sound, but that's all it'd have to do. Now, how easy that is, I have no idea. I am no dev. John Deere had a lawsuit over that because of the right to repair, which I think the right to repair law only affects, like, Europe, right? Because I'm pretty sure, I don't know if Canada has that. I know the US does not. US does not give a shit about consumer rights. They would rather you have to pay out of pocket to the companies than ever be able to fix something yourself. US do not care. Like an iPhone and its parts. Are iPhones locked behind a, like, first party whatever? That's where you could just go to any cell phone repair place and they'll just fix it for you. It would just piss people off because they like to use preferred devices. I mean, intrusive anti-cheat like Vanguard pissed people off on PC, but then they didn't face cheaters, so they were fine with it. I know it's different, but you know what I mean. It's just like, I think people will get pissed off, but then realize that it's worth it to not face cheaters. Was I looking at her head? I thought that was her gun barrel sticking out. I think it was, but I'm just blind. I thought I was staring at her fucking gun barrel. Apple makes it hard to use parts from a broken phone to repair another one. I thought the whole thing was that you could... Let me look. I thought with iPhones you could still use third-party parts to fix stuff. It just voids warranty and stuff. Because, yeah, I'm looking at, like... There's, one chain in Canada that I've heard of, which is called CPR, Cell Phone Repair. And if you go to their website, it says that they fix iPhones. They do screen repairs and battery replacements. Oh, but they use Apple genuine parts. So you can go to third-party places, but they still have to use Apple stuff. Damn. I mean, Apple is one of the greediest companies in the world. Okay, I need to lock in or something. I'm just talking to chat and barely doing anything. OEM and aftermarket. OEM costs like 4 times more than aftermarket. I mean, I know Samsung and like Google are not crazy far behind, but that is why I am Android for life now. iPhone is just... It's expensive only for the sake of it being expensive. Literally offers nothing to the consumer other than being expensive. I've already told this story, but I remember talking to my friends about this where I dropped the knowledge bomb on them. Where I was like, do you know Apple's not like the most popular phone brand in the world? They're like, what do you mean? Everyone I know has an iPhone. I'm like, yeah. Look at the worldwide usage. I'm like, iPhone's like 20%. Android's like 70% or something. Sorry, my head was itchy. Hi, Thatcher. Did we just become best friends?
Guess who's back?
Actually, he's just going in. God, what was with my recoil control? Oh, what? Lion? You literally just walked in front of Lion and... It's okay, you know what? I won't rage. I think these things happen. Archer looks terrified. Thanks for the 2 months from Tofu Apenas. Cronus after that. I don't know what it has been recently, but like, well, we did it yesterday on Canal. I just cannot control the 5.56 for some reason. Which is just, I should not be struggling with that, but I just like, lately I just shoot, I notice I'm like, I'm not even pulling down on my mouse. Like, why am I not pulling down? I was gonna say, fuck it, let me just rush, and then I realized that they're gonna go initiation now. No rush for me. The only thing Apple has good on it is the camera. I always hear people say this, but then like, that is just like factually incorrect because iPhones aren't even the best cameras on the market. Like, Samsung is better than Apple, I know that. Google has like the best camera and software on the market. Like, the camera itself might not be the number one, but because of the software combination, it's just better than all other phones. So people always are like, iPhone's so good for camera. It's like, no, it's not. But I know that is like, I don't want to sound conspiracy theorist when I say this, but it is propaganda by Apple. Because anyone who has a friend who has an Android says that their phones are shit, or the cameras are shit, because they're like, well, whenever I get a photo from them, it looks so awful. And it's like, well, yeah, because Apple makes it look awful so that you think Android has bad cameras. But in actuality, it's perfectly fine. Yeah, they lie to you to make you think that it's bad. Oh, so I do think after this Galaxy S, what do I even have? 25? Dies, I'll probably end, actually I have a 24. So it's cheaper. I'll probably end up getting a Google Pixel again. I didn't get the last Google Pixel, or I returned my last Google Pixel because it was buggy. But I don't think I'm going to be willing to pay much was it, like $2,000 for a phone anymore? It's too much. Is that bulletproof here? It is. I don't like this. They're holding this a lot. I don't even see anyone over here. I shot his toes. That was even too low. Wait, how did I not hear him walking around like this? Am I crazy? Did I hear him? Was I just not paying attention? Oh, a stinker from me. Did literally nothing this game. 2K for GPU. I've heard that the GPUs are actually going up way in price. What was it? Someone was telling me about it. I think maybe it was Rob. Oh yeah, the RTX 5090 is going to potentially reach $5,000. Which is just insane. Because I think I paid $2,500 or $2,000 for my GPU, which was like really, really expensive. Let me see. Oh my god. 5090s at Canada Computers, which is like the only PC parts place I know, is already 4,000, 5,000 Canadian. The cheapest one is 3,800. Actually, no, the cheapest one is 3,100. That's insane. Oh my god, and the laptops are like 8K. Oh my god. How the fuck is anyone ever gonna buy a PC? What is a 5090 equivalent? A 5090 is similar to an RTX Pro 6000. Or wait, isn't that... That's RTX though. That's NVIDIA. Are there no equivalent... what's it called? Radeon cards? The closest is the 7900, which is still like only 75% as powerful. Let me look it up. 7900 XTX. Bro, that's only $1,200. Sure, you lose 25% power, but it's like 75% cheaper. Or like 60% cheaper. That's insane. What? Is there ever a reason to buy NVIDIA again? Or is it just AMD market now? Even looking at... Well, actually, that one's about the same. Is it just XT? No extra X at the end. $1,000. That is so much cheaper. 25% power is nothing when it'll just run everything. Yeah, I mean, like, I have a 5080, and it runs, obviously, everything, but I'm like... I don't think the 7900 will be too far off from a 5080. No, it's like... 10% less power. If you want good AI performance, you go NVIDIA. Does anyone even care about AI? other than the people who are trying to like rug pull and make money off of it. Because like I don't understand as a consumer, like why would I need AI in my GPU? AI tools I understand, but I'm saying like in the graphics card, because I know the 5080 has AI as well. I'm like, what is it gonna do? All right, chat. I'm gonna lock in this game. I'm gonna actually do something. I'm gonna get a kill. The AI bubble needs to burst ASAP. There are like some tools that I can understand the merit of for AI, but like I also think the issue is that a lot of companies now just label everything as AI. If it's any type of tool that makes like a workload easier, they're like, it's AI. It's like, it's not really AI. But anyways, beyond that, yeah, they need to stop with like the nonsensical AI. AI will never go away. You know what was the last thing they said about that? Or they said that about? Was the, what's it called? NFTs. Like, NFTs are the future. And I know people are probably going to retaliate and be like, well, those were stupid. Everyone who's into AI now said the same thing about NFTs. They're like, NFTs are the future. They're going to be around forever. Just get used to it. And then, shocker, they all died. Spent $205 on a 64GB kit of RAM for my system. Now the exact kit is $940 on Newegg. Yeah, I've seen the photos from like, what's it called in the US? You guys have Micro Center. Yeah, it's just insane how much the prices have gone up. NFTs didn't build megacorps. I mean, they did. There were a lot of really large like groups and corporations because of NFTs. And then when people stopped caring about the fake value of it, they died off. Bored Ape Yacht Club. I know that's not technically like a structured corporation, but it was a group that had a lot of money, and then now it's worth nothing. I still also, I could be wrong, because like, so when I'm thinking like AI, when it comes to like these companies, you know, ChatGPT, whatever, they all made megacorps, but none of them make money. They all lose money. Many angles for every possible doorway. Too many people were copy pasting the NFTs. I mean, as if they're not doing the same thing with AI stuff, right? ChatGPT, Copilot, they're all the same. They all base it off of the most successful one and then just copy and paste. AI should help us at space and medical to advance. I have heard of like this one tool that my nephew said his like high school classmates at the time, or like now they're in university or whatever, but they're working on a new company which is like it uses AI to screen people to get results ASAP, and then you don't need an actual doctor. And like you can always obviously send the results to the doctor to get approval, but they're like the AI is trained to go through and like find all these markers or whatever. I don't know, some medical nonsense. I'm like, see, that's a good use for it. But perhaps when people say, Brock, remove this bikini, that is not a good use. Problem is the current U.S. administration won't let the AI bubble pop. I don't think the U.S. administration really has the ultimate say on that, other than obviously like the senators and like president and company all invest in the AI companies and push it on their own personal agenda. Make sure you haven't faced a cheater, just haven't noticed. I mean, most of the cheaters are pretty blatant. Again, the only types of cheaters we've come across are console ones. There have been a lot of Zims over the past, like, week. Like, an insane amount of just console players in general, and then I'm like, oh, well, these people are Zim, but when it comes to our streak of not facing cheaters, I'm not going to count Zim and stuff. They didn't actually get the bandit batteries. What is with my recoil control right now? Like any gun, I'm just struggling to pull down enough. I hit her twice, but not doing shit at that range with the MP7. I couldn't even tell on PC when a console player's on your team. I noticed it mostly with the enemies actually no, when I'm spectating my teammates as well. It's just usually a lot of like this type of walking. I don't know if this guy might actually be console as well, but instead of like leaning everywhere they go, they'll just walk in like straight lines and not lean at all. I think this guy's just pretending to be like a bot, yeah, because he's doing like mouse movement. But you see a lot of like wide turns, a lot of we call it ball walking. I'm sure console players do not appreciate us calling it that, but that's what we call it. Also, the one thing I saw, I think it was 2 days ago, was there was a console player who, when they killed someone, they teabagged, and they were teabagging like insanely fast, like faster than PC could, unless you have it on your mouse wheel and just let that shit spin. But they are bots. Console players don't like saying or hearing that. We talked about this the other day when we said we're talking about pros, and they were like, there will be controller pros in Pro League one day. I'm like, no, there won't. Like, teams just won't allow that. And they're like, no, it's happening. I'm like, okay. They believe. They will not let that belief die. I actually don't know Peck. I know Royal Penguin one time made a tweet about it and said that every pro uses laser. I was like, I don't think that's true. Maybe the aggressive ones, just so when they rush in, they have like that 0.02 millisecond faster aim down sight time, but I don't think like Doc is gonna have the laser on. The difference is so small and negligible that like you won't even notice the difference because of like just how minuscule it is. I think even if you go like or iron sight, laser, and what's the other thing that affects aim down sight time? It's just those two. Laser, iron sight, and I remember. I swear there's one other thing. None of the barrels affected, I don't think. None of the grips affected either. I think you just aim down sight slower with vertical. I could be wrong about that. But either way, even if you stack all of the things together, the difference is so small. I think even on like a long aim down sight gun, it would still be like 0.04 seconds or milliseconds. Or no, seconds. No one's holding sight, but I got a C4 with their name on it. Wonder if they're just all over here. Maybe diffuser's down. Did I? Like I'm seeing things. Maybe, did I see him downstairs? I was like, did I just walk by and see someone and then look away? Can't tell if I'm going crazy or if I'm just blind or what. Doesn't scope affect ADS time? It does. That's why I said iron sight. Iron sight gives you a boost to aim down sight times. It's like 5% faster, and then laser I think is it's either 5 or 10% faster. I can't remember.
Solid.
Closest we got to having a controller playing Pro League was Stompin'.
Bring
Even
the
he
barbed
switched to
wire ass
PC.
Sit down over there. Go get him.
Yeah, and like even if Stompin' wanted to be on controller, no pro team would pick him up on controller. It's just not worth the risk. They will always force any console player to learn mouse and keyboard, because I think, okay, this is all hearsay. I don't know the validity of this, so take it with a grain of salt. But I have heard that I think he's on Dark Zero, Kobe Alex. Apparently, he was a Zim user a lot on console, and when he became pro, like obviously he had to just use mouse and keyboard. But even before that, I assume he would have been a controller player. And it's like you have to just learn mouse and keyboard. It's just it is what it is. They will never allow a controller player if they can help it. Unless controller eventually gets aim assist. Then maybe. Didn't Priest used to mainly play controller? He did. Doesn't anymore, because even he says he's like, it's not worth it. I also remember when, I can't remember who it was in his stack, but I remember Jinxie did like a pro, like SSG pro team versus his team, which I think were just all controller players. And, you know, obviously the pro team's going to go easy on them. They're not going to like absolutely floor them 7-0. But I think the pro team still won like 7-4. And people are like, see, controller can compete. I'm like, bro. I know I sound conspiracy theorist when I say it, but I'm like, obviously the pro team's not going to just shit on Jinxie and make his audience think that Jinxie sucks. Like, they're not going to do that. Evan was console 2, wasn't he? He was. I'll never forget how pissed I was. I think I was already on like Siege PC for like over a year at this point, or maybe 2 years, when Evan eventually made the switch to PC. I didn't really know him, but my chat knew him, and one time I played against him, and he fucking destroyed me. And they were like, yeah, he just started playing PC. And I was so pissed, because I was like, what do you mean he just started playing PC, and he already just fucking destroyed me? Like, it wasn't even close. I always remember that. It was on Hereford base. Pre-rework. That's how old it was. was a really risky play, but didn't think I'd win that by swinging.
Something here.
Oh my god, what is my aim, bro? Even I got a 3K and that was still bad aim. Like I'm lucky I hit him in the head. I pulled down so much I was aiming for his dick. Probably because he just 90% game knowledge. No, okay. We've had this discussion before, and I've specifically called out Garfield for this because he said he always claims that like a champ on PC would win, or no, what was it? He's like a champ on console would win on PC in most lobbies just because of their game knowledge. I'm like, game knowledge does not matter when it's like, okay, let's say you're in a 1v5. If you have the best game knowledge, but your aim is shit, you're not going to win. Unless they just like waste all their time, never plant, and then you win on time. Like, it's not going to happen. And he always tried to be like, no, game knowledge is so important. Like, it's important, but like, if the enemy team is a better gunner than you, you're just dead. Unless they're a gunner with 0 brains and just like walk in a straight line and you can kill them for free. Like, but then they're not a good gunner. I don't know what I want to do. I know what I want to do. I think the argument against that wizard is that people claim that that the game sense and game knowledge on console is lower than PC. I'm not saying I agree with that, but I think that's an argument that a lot of people make. But people also, they mistake a lot of the times. We always say like, you know, skill gap, whatever, and they think it means just like console can never compete. It's like there are good console players. It's just there's also a lot of really good PC people. Warden just letting me flash him. I shot Fenrir too many times. I got a 3K. I got in there, got active. My aim was better. That's all that matters. Piano. Other side. Oh, he's pushing with the diffuser. He's pushing with the diffuser. He could just plant. He could just plant. Both of them were so lost. Finka, we called out it was piano. He did not look at piano. Vigil somehow does not hear the loud-ass Finka stomping behind him. Sorry for the seizure. I'm sorry, Finka, you do not get the commendation for that. Do not question my guy, Harold. Alright. I assume matchmaking will probably take over 5 minutes, which means this will probably be the last game. Why plant when you could risk the round instead? True, true. I baited something that game. Last game was embarrassing. I think it went 0-5. Why am I playing unranked? Because ranked is really bad as solo queue. We played ranked yesterday. We played 3 matches. Played against 2 pros, and my team was all top 500 champs, and we lost. And then we played another game where I went negative, but we won. And then we won the next game as well, and then I got diamond. Also, I think a lot of people want me to play ranked, but then they complain when I play ranked and I don't talk to chat. So I'm like, I'm not going to play ranked and just sit there AFK talking to chat 24/7. If I play ranked, I'm going to focus on ranked and not talk to chat at all unless it's in between rounds. Like, I'm going to coordinate with my team, I'm going to make a plan and like execute and not pay attention at all to chat. So I feel like whenever I do play ranked, people are complaining because they're like, well, pay attention to us. It's like, well, what do you want me to play ranked or do you want me to pay attention? It's one or the other. It's not always overlapping people, but you can never please everyone. Still think the matchmaking times is proof of you on a whitelist to make it look like there aren't cheaters. I'll wear my tinfoil cowboy hat on this. You realize, like, my first queue of the day was like 15 minutes. I've said this before. The way matchmaking works, especially with unranked, is it's like a cycle. Once you get into the cycle, like, look, almost the entire lobby, or a lot of the lobby is the same. We got Harold again. We got Frauded Flakes from, it was either last game or the game before. I can't remember. I think Birds we've already played it against today. Like, once you get into one game, the next game will be really fast because everyone just re-queues, and then you get majority of the same lobby. Oh my god, this is such a long message. I used to play Siege a lot during 2018 to 2020, but switched to Valorant, peaked Immortal in Valorant recently for the past 15 to 20 days. I started playing Siege again. I'm currently Plat 1, but I still feel like shit. No voice comms in lobbies is my biggest issue. I'm legit scared of maps like Lair, Night Haven, Fortress. Matchmaking takes 5 to 45 minutes. I swear sometimes I get shit on by compers. Any tips? So the first thing you should know, because it seems like you don't know this, they reworked ranked, so your visible rank doesn't matter. If you get shit on by coppers, those aren't actual coppers. Those are just probably like diamonds who are currently in copper. They just have hidden ranks now. I think Valorant does something similar. Your visible rank does not matter. So if you die to a copper, don't worry. They're probably a diamond. Second, sometimes the no comms is because of a mic bug, but also just a lot of people don't like talking in Siege, which is a big issue. Everyone's aware of that one. I don't like that they... Oh, what's that? I feel like they're just setting up for this, but... They're probably going to go for plant on A, so I'll just get ready early.
I just love Dex, bro.
Fuck, he lands one of the... Oh no. I don't think that actually went through the floor. I'll wait for Doc. Oh. I didn't realize she was down. don't know if Doc even knew she was down. Maybe he did. Thanks for sub Zobix12. Since you played Hell Let Loose, would you ever play Arma? I played Arma a long time ago, and I just didn't really get into it. The only Arma I ever like really played was DayZ, like the DayZ mod. I loved it. But I've heard ever since DayZ went independent, and I don't think it's even out yet. It's still like just shit. Gotta go Capcan for this. I'm going all my typical operators here. Ever played Insurgency Sandstorm? No, but Kit was telling us about it, saying that's, or they were all talking about it. Evan, Kit, and Priest said it's that Hell Let Loose was basically Insurgency Sandstorm. I would like to play more of these realistic FPSs because they actually do really well on my variety channel, or like variety content. Because the Hell Let Loose video is like bordering on doing better than some Siege videos. The issue is getting everyone who like to want to play it. Kit's always down, but like just me and Kit is not entertaining enough. We need more people. Especially if like we're doing squad stuff, like you want a whole team to just like cause chaos with. I'm gonna move that. There's no way he didn't see it. Am I gonna play more Arc? Probably not. Oh my god, my aim. Start playing Tarkov again, because Arc just made me want to play Tarkov, which in my opinion is a better game. Yeah, I'll probably never play Arc again, and that's okay. Am I going to stream Tarkov? I don't know. It doesn't do well in my community. My community really doesn't like Tarkov. Because it's not like other games where you can just fuck around and still have fun. Like Tarkov, you have to know what's going on and what you're doing in order to understand it and have fun. Like Hell Let Loose, we just fucked around and it's like, who cares? It's just fun lobbies that don't mean anything. You can't really do that in Tarkov. Wait. Oh my god. What is this? What kind of unemployed angle was that? I don't even know how you fight that. Thought it was your job to know shit like that. Is it? I know you're probably trolling, but a lot of people do just assume that if you are a full-time Siege content creator that you know literally everything that there ever has to do with the game. I'm like, that is just so not true. Unemployed Angle is a good username. As someone who's currently looking for work, I'll be very much using that angle. That was insane. I'm gonna go bulletproof for this strat. Death strat. I mean, to use a good example, or a good comparison, because people, again, think content creators should know literally every little thing that there ever has to do with the entire game. Would you expect a football commentator to know every stat line that has ever existed for every single football game in the entire universe? No. That is ridiculous. It's like, sure, it might be their job, but they're not going to know every single thing off the top of their head like it's nothing. That would be insane. And that angle has been played. There's a huge difference, what, between them knowing that and us knowing this? I wouldn't say so. There's thousands of angles on every single map and on each side. Again, how could you ever expect one person to just memorize all of it? What's the point of this much hidden rank and visible rank disparity? Valorant is more or less very consistent with hidden and visible rank. At the beginning of each season, they make you start from the beginning, no matter what. So you always start in copper. It's just a way to try to incentivize people to play more, because they found that too many people would stop playing once they reach the rank that they're supposed to. So by forcing you to play longer to reach the rank you're supposed to, they just increase their average amount of games played. It is, in my opinion, purely a marketing tactic to just try to ham up numbers. Yo, Harold is just standing right on top of me. Yo, Harold killed someone. Let's go, Harold. Guys, I don't think I'm going to kill anyone here. Got him. They never go to the site where I'm hiding under the desk. They always go to the other site. I've seen that angle before. It's common. This may... Okay. Side of fries, this is going to blow your mind, alright? Bear with me. You might even want to sit for this, because this is gonna implode your brain. So, just because you have seen something does not mean it is common. Hope that helps. I know, it's crazy, but it's true. You could see something that I could not see, and I could see something that you could not see. It's just how the world works. This just reminds me a lot of the whole conversation about this window and how much I should know versus how much I do know, whatever. Just reminds me a lot of that clip I uploaded of Spoit cheating, and everyone was just like, this is totally normal gameplay. Like, this, you see this all the time. I'm like, bro, you guys are not Spoit. Stop trying to pretend like you see this gameplay 24/7. They're like, this is like completely normal. Nothing wrong with this. I'm like, bro, Spoit is one of the top fraggers in the world, and they're trying to be like, this is just normal gameplay. It's like, that's not how that works. Common doesn't mean everyone. You're right, it doesn't mean everyone, but common means majority of people, and I can guarantee you majority of people do not know that angle. Again, just because you watch some like fringe channel that uploads random angles that you've learned about does not mean that it is a common angle. I think the left wall's unreinforced, right? Yeah. Good last C4. You're prone. He was prone in the office. Oh, what a pre-fire. Uh-oh.
Last one's in the
That was a nasty pre-fire. Oh, we win. Pretty sure it was a Jinxie video. Cyphers, you can try to defend this all you want. It is not a common angle. Also, being in a Jinxie video does not make it a common angle. Jinxie may be the most popular Siege content creator, but even then, if you were to take the whole Siege community, because again, common means majority of the Siege community, everyone, compers, unranks, people who play super casually, all of them, most of them don't watch Jinxie. I would guess, this is pure speculation because no one knows the actual numbers. If you were to take the full Siege community and see how many people in the Siege community actually watch Jinxie, I'd probably put it at like less than 20%. Probably even less than that. Because people will always forget that like 80% of the community is just made up of people who are, you know, the dads. The parents who go to work, come home, and then they just play a game or two and then go to bed. They don't watch content. They don't follow anything. They boot up the game. They don't even know when a new season comes out. They just play. They do it for the love of the game. And they do not know anything. I feel like Frog's gonna go downstairs and try to C4. 80% of Siege players don't know what the hell half the operators do and play it after work with friends. Exactly. This is the one thing I hate about IQ, is that her gadget is white on usually a lot of light maps, so you can't, if someone's on cams on here, like, how the fuck am I gonna see this? It's all white. Oh, I didn't know there was 2 metal detector things. That was just the one. Come on, Valkyrie. Hop on cams, will ya? not playing below? No C4 below? Hmm. What am I doing? Listen, I hear someone. I heard the guy in archives and I went to rotate to look at him, but I should have just stuck on the Womai. Didn't reload.
I fucked up.
Casual Siege player that doesn't even know the map layouts checking in. The fact that you watch content and you don't know the map layouts is kind of crazy. Jinxies to the kids today what PewDiePie was to us back in the early 2010s. It could be crazy. I don't know. We were talking about this the other day. I still think if you were to look at whatever, like one content creator that was the largest that has ever been in terms of like the general population knowing who they are, I think Ninja takes it. Like, I don't think anyone will ever surpass Ninja. Peak Fortnite Ninja. I know people, we were talking about it the other day, people were trying to compare like Burnt Peanut to him, but like Ninja would only stream on Twitch and he would have like 150,000 viewers. Even Burnt Peanut right now, who's in his prime, gets like 50k on YouTube or on Twitch. Maybe an extra like 40k on YouTube. I don't know. Mr. Beast. I guess I should probably say specifically gaming. We're talking about gaming, not Mr. Beast is like, you know, lifestyle slash challenges. I don't know what to call it. Because like PewDiePie was gaming, Ninja's gaming, not gamers. Also, like I'll never forget Fortnite, like peak Fortnite Ninja would just literally say the word Prime, instantly would get like 200 to 1,000 subs on Twitch. Every time. It was insane. Like, you actually wouldn't even be able to talk in chat because his chat would basically crash from the amount of primes he was getting all at once. I have no clue if I did damage. Thunderbird. I want to get the hatch. Habana.
I just love Dex, bro.
So neither of them are in sight. No one in sight. Just need Habana to... What? Where did that just come from? Oh, that was above. I was like, did he shoot through the wall and I got a marker for it? No, he was just up there. Thanks for sub, Wampley Bird. My stream chats are just yapping without knowledge of what they're talking about, and they think they're right. To be fair, you could say the same thing about me. There's no reason to assume that I'm right just because I'm the content creator here, and that I claim I'm right, right? You should always, no matter what, just assume that everyone is wrong all the time. Also, I know we're slightly under 3 hours. I'll probably yap for a bit more to end it off, but I think I'll end it here because then if Zilchi and Game Addict are on tomorrow I'll probably stream for like 4 or 5 hours will be the plan. And then I'll try to get maybe some ranked going. We'll see how they're feeling if they want to play. And then hopefully we can get other people too. Maybe Priest will be on. We'll see. You're the creator, therefore I should listen. No, content creators are wrong all the time. I'd say actually majority of the times content creators are wrong in almost all cases. I mean, I don't think I'm crazy for saying that. I have a higher degree of trust that you are right because of your approach to figuring shit out. But even then, just because I have a good approach does not mean I'm right, you know? Wish when they brought new guns out on ops with elites that Habana, they would just give a DMR legendary skin that matches her set. Yeah, I mean, you're not saying anything crazy. They should literally do that every time, but they just never do. Oh yeah, last thing we'll talk about before I end stream. So I saw this post in the subreddit. People were complaining. I think rightfully so. I talked about this as well. Normally, if they were to release an operator, a reworked operator like Thatcher, where is he? Oh my god. So they reworked Thatcher. Normally with the Battle Pass, if you buy the Battle Pass, you get a token to unlock a new operator for free. And if you already own all the operators, then you would get 600 credits. So they have since stopped doing that, and now instead just give you the new gun 2 weeks early. That started this season. And there was a big post on the subreddit about it because people are like, where's my free operator token? Where's my credits? And people were even saying, where's my Bravo ticket? And everyone's complaining about how bad the Battle Pass is, which this has been a really bad Battle Pass this season. What? Why is this happening? Look. If I do one little tick as I scroll down, it changes it. Oh. There. It goes from set 7 to set 6. But then if I scroll again, it actually physically scrolls through them. What the hell? How did the UI get fucked up like this? How is this even possible? Sorry, me just finding out random shit. Has there been a good Battle Pass? I feel like the other Battle Passes actually had pretty good value. I feel like they're just getting worse over time. Could be with, like, maybe Ubisoft is just not able to pump out as many good skins as they want to. They just don't have the capacity to do it. Because we talked about this before. I've been told that apparently to even get, like, a charm in the game, it takes, like, 6 weeks of testing for them to get it in. or 6 weeks of like from or no, sorry, not 6 weeks, 6 months from beginning to end to get a charm into the game, which is just insane to me. Because they have to like make it, or they design it, make it, test it. If there's bugs, they have to redo like a lot of stuff, test it again, and apparently the tests are super, super intense and take a long ass time for them to do, which is just bonkers to me. I don't know how that happens, but that is what they've told me. All right, chat. That's enough for today. A little bit of a short stream. I'd rather just play tomorrow when I have friends on. I think it'll be more fun. All right. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Again, probably playing with Game Addict and Zilchi if they're on, and maybe we'll play ranked if they want to. We'll see. All right. Take care. Bye.